Come on in, y'all. Come on in, y'all. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. L. What they got?
Ego.
Such a big... Uh-oh.
They think they don't.
Mm-mm.
Some do.
They got a big ego.
They're not woke.
They not woke.
They're not woke.
Uh-oh. So we talking about professionalism today, y'all.
What is professionalism?
I don't know. Is dancing a work?
It works for us.
Hey, it's working for me. I feel professional. I'm just saying.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Chrissy. Hey, Tammy. I know you can't deal with us, but you love us anyway.
Where you at?
That's right. So look, right. Let me look, because Beyonce want to tell y'all about her ego real quick. I want to talk about professionalism, okay? Hey, Chrissy, I will be in DC next week, so I better see you, okay? Listen, like, that's what we're going to talk about today, because I'm kind of sick of the, like, lack thereof when it comes to professionalism.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we're going to talk about. But before we do that, because I'm just not going to sit here and act like y'all all know who we are, okay? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to assume that, because I don't got a big ego like Beyonce and them.
I don't either.
Uh-huh. So who are you?
I wish I did.
Who are you?
I'm Cairo Williams.
Uh-huh.
I am a YBL brand ambassador, YBLimited model as well. I am the creator of Clock and Flow posing, runway, and consulting classes, which is mobile. I can come to you or you can come to me.
Okay.
I'm Maybelline model, Calvin Klein runway, a face of Tokyo Fashion Express in Japan.
Yes,
Thank you,
ma'am.
for that. Yes.
International, huh?
International, yes.
Supermodel coach. Honey.
I have the years of experience to give it to you. Okay.
I'm just saying. And just in case you all don't know who I am, I mean, you're tuning into our channel, but I'm gonna act like you know.
Who is he?
Who are you? So I'm Phillip Washington, okay? I'm the owner of YBLimited, okay? And YBLimited has two divisions. We have the country's first and only full-service mobile glamour squad. People be like, what's that mean?
What does it mean?
Well, I'm gonna tell you what it means. Okay, see, we're the only ones that got a team of hairstylists, makeup artists, photographers, wardrobe stylists. Like, we come to you. Like, we come to your doorstep. We come to your church to help you get that dress on, to get married, to get that face snatched, right?
Mm-hmm. That's why I came to you.
Yeah, well, that's why you came to me.
That's why I originally
But see,
came
what
to you.
kept you was the second division, which is YBL Model Management, and that's where this beautiful young lady comes in at, as well as Hannah Moore.
Hannah.
Shout out to Hannah Moore, who's a YBLimited brand ambassador as well. And we manage models, and we also like groom and teach.
We do develop, we have all that. And another thing that kept me with the company is professionalism.
That's deep, because
everything.
I mean, I'm gonna be real honest. Like I said before, like when it comes to like your resume, I was like, wow, are we gonna be able to live up to your expectations? You know,
I had some high expectations, but surpassed them.
Well, I'm happy to hear that. You know what? Before we go any further, too, I want to kind of people are probably wondering like what's going on back here, right?
Isn't she lovely?
Because listen, I mean, we were talking about the ego thing or whatever, but I'm just going. I gotta brag a little bit on us.
It's nothing wrong with getting a little shine on. I mean, be proud of our endeavors. Why not?
So this is our latest. Well, actually, the first magazine cover that we shot. We were the photographers for this, and our good friend Kim Harley is on the cover of Bonnier Fashion Magazine, you all. Okay, so you all have to go out and get it. It is online, it is in stores. Go get it. This is a physical copy. But it look, Shay Sutton, she's the owner, and she did a very, very, very beautiful job with the graphics. But when you open it up, right? When you open that bad boy up, boom!
Who's that?
Oh, look at that. Okay, I'm just saying. Cairo in there just like
that's me.
Clocking and flowing, honey. Clocking and flowing. So you gotta check out this magazine. Like I said, my girl Kim is on the cover. Kim Harley. We do a lot of great things with her.
You have to say one thing about Kim Harley.
Oh yeah. So
check these out.
Yeah, y'all gotta check out Cairo's lashes. And we're gonna be doing a shoot because sometimes it's hard to see, like, but Cairo is wearing Kim Harley's exclusive
I love it.
lash line, okay? So only y'all know about this, okay? Y'all can run out and go spill the tea about the lashes.
One thing that I love about these lashes is that they are not heavy, they're not itchy, they're not hard. They are so soft and fluffy. Yeah. I love it.
They were nice putting them on you.
It was pretty simple.
No, they had good bendability and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
I see we got much Aries and Shannon Holmes is watching. So hello. Want to shout out to you because listen, we are in the fashion and beauty industry. We're entrepreneurs. What we tell you we did at the beginning, this is what we do full time. Like, I'm not, and no shout out to anybody who do like any type of side things, but that's not what we do at this juncture. Because it hasn't always been like that for me.
It hasn't.
I started off waiting tables when I started YBLimited, and a lot of people don't know that.
Right.
Before that, I was working at Dunkin' Donuts.
And the same for me, when I was scouted, it took me 6 months to get booked, even though I was with an agency. And I worked part-time at a bar. So It's the same thing. Took some time off. I worked retail. So it's been a journey. But it's always been my passion to get back to where I was to model full-time.
So it's goals, honey.
Yeah. It's a plan.
Definitely a plan. So, I got a few things I want to talk about.
Okay. Let's get into it.
Y'all want to hop right on into it. So I see Angela's on here, so she wants to hop in onto it. What is professionalism, right? And listen, professionalism can go on both sides. That comes from like our side, as well as the clients. There's a way to be a professional or, approach yourself as a professional as a client. Hello, Barbie. Thanks for tuning in. And one of the things I'm glad that we talked about, like our beginnings right before we got into this industry full time, right? A lot of people think that when they start a business, whether you want to be a makeup artist, photographer, model, whatever, because social media has really messed us up. Like, when it comes to the Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, we make things look really easy. We were talking about this whole time this morning because y'all just don't see what we put into our brand. Like, we give you a quick live. What's up, Delana?
Hey!
That was an unprofessional shout out right there. Just saying.
We like that though.
So, hey Wayne. So we didn't just start a brand, start a name, get an Instagram page and say, hey, I have a business, give me money now. Like, we had to do a lot of stuff on the back end first before we were able to get to where we're at now. Right. So I couldn't go approaching people and asking them to get money if I didn't have my proper credentials in order. Like, you have to do your research. Number one, that's something you're going to hear us talk about all the time.
Right. All the time.
Do your research. Like, you want to be a makeup artist. Okay, what kind of makeup artist do you want to be? You want to be a model? Foot model? Hand model?
What type?
What type of model? You just want to look pretty.
Right. You have to add some value to your brand.
Yeah.
And in order to have value and credibility, you have to do your research. You have to be professional. You have to know exactly what professional is. Because, it's not one definition, but there are some attributes to it. And by following that map, again, value, credibility, then you can ask for the money that you think, your brand deserves, and people be willing to give it to you. Yeah.
You got to pay your dues.
You do.
You got to pay your dues, y'all. You're not going to just come out here and get an Instagram name, Hair Slave by Nikki, and people going to start getting like,
right, it look fabulous.
It can be as fabulous. Yeah, but it's a very, you got to be on that grind. People watch you. People are going to watch you. Like, they're going to see how consistent you are. How long have you been doing this? The credibility. Who else is endorsing you besides you?
Exactly. Do you have a fan base? Do you, what are you doing to get yourself out there? Are you networking? Like, are you just sitting home, and buying your fans?
Oh, did you say buying fans?
I did.
You ain't talking about the people.
And you can tell too.
Surely you're not talking about the people who buy followers.
Yes, I am. there's a difference between promoting your brand and using those tools and buying.
Yeah. You ain't gonna buy your way up. We can tell y'all.
And the businesses can tell, because what's going to happen is they'll put their money into you, but then they're not going to see the return in engagement. They're not going to see the return in people following their brands. It's just empty.
Yeah. Because the thing is, people got to be able to see some type of investment in you. You got to be able to bring something to the table. You can't just say, I'm cute, I like to do makeup, can I be a part of YBLimited? Right. Girl, what you been doing before you got the man? I mean,
being cute.
I mean,
that's fine.
Anybody want?
That's fine. We all have our goals.
I'm just saying. But you got to bring something to the table. Like, being cute ain't enough. Like, being able to slay ain't enough. What have you invested in your brand? I'm a model. Like, I need to have what? If I consider myself a professional model, what's the basics before any real casting director will pay attention to you?
I mean, other than your looks, have you trained? Who have you trained with? How long have you been training?
Yeah.
Are you consistently training? I don't think that much thought and value is put into training. I keep, I repeat it over and over and over. And it's not just because I'm a model instructor and we have some great instructors in Atlanta itself. It's necessary.
It is.
They expect it. So you have to.
Yeah.
You just have to.
Because you want me to invest in you, but you haven't invested in you.
Right.
That don't sound right, do it?
Right. You get on set and then you don't know the A's and Q's of just being on set.
Do you realize how many models don't even know what a model bag is?
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
How many don't? I am surprised. I'm surprised actually on a lot of knowledge that a lot of girls don't have. A lot of men models don't have. I'm not excluding you guys. But
yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean.
It's like you got to be able to do the research. You have to look the part as well, right?
Right.
So what that means is, like, I always think about, like, I'm a walking billboard. I got to be a walking billboard for YBLimited.
Right.
Even when I run into the store, like, I'm not going to go there with fully be-faced and lashes. But my skin is going to be clean and clear, and I'm going to look like I care about myself even when I'm dressed down.
Right.
Because I'm representing a fashion and beauty business. So I'm not going to give you, because I'm still a real person. I ain't got time to be, like, this
I definitely don't look like this on a daily.
Yeah. I mean, really, contrary to popular belief. We don't look like this.
And honestly, it's bad for your skin. But that's another topic.
Delana says, do you realize how many aren't models that say they are?
Yeah, I do.
I left my teacup over there.
My wine glass.
Her wine glass, my teacup is over there, but I'm going to sip it as soon as I get over here. Delana, yes. I mean, a lot of people think just because they're pretty and it just doesn't work that way. Like, you got to have certain attributes and certain things to present yourself as a model for anyone to take you seriously, take your brand serious.
Right. It's a head to toe look, exterior, interior, all of it.
And then, like, even with the social media and stuff like that, you got to be careful about the things you put on social media. Let me tell you, the people who have called us that I didn't realize knew that we existed. And when the time that they have called us, like, hey, I'm reaching out to you. I'm reaching out to YBLimited because I love, X, Y, and Z about you. First of all, I'm like, I didn't know you knew we were existed in this world. And then second of all, like, you can tell me what I've done for the last year. So you've been watching me how long? You've been stalking for how long?
I was just talking to you about that earlier. The more I'm out there and I'm out and about networking, and people come up and it's like, oh, I love your page. I love the people you're surrounding yourself with. I'm like, you haven't liked anything or engaged with me. I'm like, I guess that don't matter. People are still looking and watching. And, that made me feel good. But it was like, oh, I really need to be careful.
To be careful.
Yeah, I'm not just representing myself as a brand. I'm representing YBLimited as well. And the other companies that work with me. So I have to take all that into account.
Yeah. I mean,
we're thinking we're not don't everybody like, we want to steal it.
I don't want to go there, but if you all follow my page, I already know how I feel about these things. That brings me, I'm going to go ahead. So the next place is mixing friendship with business, mixing business with family.
It's a fine line.
It's a fine line that you need to know what the line is, when to cross it, when not to cross it, and know how to set your boundaries from the very beginning with your friend or your family. Listen,
it's uncomfortable.
It's very uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable. Especially when you have to fire a friend or a family member.
Right.
And be like, girl, we still making it to the movies on Saturday. I mean, I know your ass ain't got a job. I'm paying, but we still going to movies on Saturday.
But that goes back to what you're saying. You know, if you do get into business with a friend or family, I guess you somewhat have to have that discussion. Or if you even don't have that discussion, just be in the mindset where you can separate the two. You know, when we're talking about business, it's business. It's not about your personal agendas or what your personal beliefs are. You really do have to leave that at the door and consider the brand and who you're working for. Because it gets tricky. Because what you think may be good for the brand and you haven't discussed it with the team, it becomes an issue.
It does. It does. It does.
Yeah,
it does. Really does. You have to be, everyone has to be on the same page. And understand what the greater good is. Like, you can't come on a team and want to be the star.
Right.
The star is the logo.
Right.
And in our case, the star is the client.
Right. Exactly.
You know? So what can we do to make the client a star? We just did a commercial for Slumber Pod.
Right.
Okay? So, I cast it. I was the makeup artist. You know, we did the glam part. Right. You were one of the lead models. Yeah. So all we're thinking about is, how is this makeup going to make this brand look better? How is this hair going to make this brand look better? The photographer is thinking, what angles do I shoot from? Am I going to focus on this one person, this Cairo person, but it's about whatever, you know?
Yeah, and funny you say that because this reminds me of a scenario that I was on with another model on set, and we were doing a commercial print. Now, with commercial print, the makeup is very toned. You're supposed to look like the everyday girl. Yeah, very natural and light. And she kind of bickered back and forth with the makeup artist because she thought her makeup should be a little bit heavier around her eyes or whatnot. This is not about you, girl.
And don't sit on my chair.
So you don't. Obviously, she was not aware of what commercial meant, because if she did, she'd know the makeup would not look like that.
So she didn't do her research.
Right. And you're unprofessional because now you're on set making it about you and not the product.
It's all about the product.
All I'm thinking about when I'm on set, how can I be the best model for them so they can call me back?
Hello.
Or either refer me.
Hello.
So I'm going to give you 200%. And if I'm acting mom, you're getting mom. This is not Cairo Diva.
Yeah. No, it's not that.
No.
Look, I'll give you Grace Jones tomorrow.
Right.
You know,
right.
I'll give you Tyra next week. But right now, I'm playing, you know, whatever, a lonely mom or something. You know, whatever it is you're supposed to be playing, you have to sell these people's products and services. They can care less how cute you are.
Sell the product. And then also, you can, by doing that, you're making it your agenda. And what is agenda? You know, agenda can be secretly you're supportive, but you have some things that you're trying to get your ideas pushed, even though you may be saying, oh, you know, these benevolent, oh yeah, I'm happy for you, blah, 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 but you have another idea, but it's all about you secretly. Or it could not just be secret. You're just not being open about it. That's what agenda is. And you have to leave that aside when you're working as a team and on a brand.
And not only just leave it aside, but having that honest conversation from the very beginning about what your agenda is. For instance, when someone approaches me to do a certain job, they may approach me. I get a lot of people approach me for pro bono. Okay. Hey, it's for the kids of needy St. Louis, or, you know, for the diabetics of Colorado, or whatever. It's always, it's something. I have to check my motives from the beginning, my agenda from the beginning, right? So I'll be like, well, Phillip, okay, you and the team have already done, whatever. We just did a special mommy makeover, which we just did this. We can't afford to do another pro bono gig, if so, I have to let these people know, hey, for what you're asking for, I'm not able to do a pro bono.
Right.
What I may be able to do is this, but I right now am not going to feel good if I do this job for that price.
Right. Right.
But you're honest. And I'm honest, so that leaves it back into their court. Like,
right.
Yeah, I'm very honest about what I can do and what I'm not willing to do. I won't feel good if I do it at that price.
And just be aware. I just wonder sometimes if people are aware, you may not be honest and vocal about it, but believe me, it's in your actions.
Your body language.
In your body language. And
hey, Sabrina.
People who are aware will pick up on it. So you have to be honest, because what happens is the relationship begins to deteriorate. And that's just...
And you build resentment.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it becomes a cancer within the team.
Yeah.
And
then eventually you're going to have to cut out that cancer.
It's the truth. It is the honest to God truth. Because one thing I know is that we're really big on energy. I think a lot of the team for YBLimited is really, really big on energy. And one thing, you can have someone who is specializes in something and they're damn good at what they do. But if they're not a team player, it does absolutely nothing for us. Nothing. I'd rather deal with someone who doesn't have the skill set, but they have the willingness to be a part of a team and a willingness to grow.
Right.
You're my type of people. Yeah. But if you come and you already know everything, you've been there, you've done that.
But that's limiting in itself.
And we'll YBLimited. Just had to put that out. I'm just saying. So, yeah, I think, let me see, I got some more points that I wanted to go over too about this professionalism stuff, right? Consistency. Consistency is one of the biggest things, right? Like I said, people are watching you, right? And we got Kalisha and Michael. Hello.
Hi.
People are watching you. You never know who's watching you. So if you start a lawn care service 1 week, 2 weeks, maybe a month, and then all of a sudden you're selling Mary Kay for the next 6 months, and then after that you open up a children's daycare, ain't nobody gonna give you that.
How is it related?
I don't know.
Now, if it's related, the businesses are related, and people get that, they'll still support it, but I agree.
But what happened to the long end? You ain't gonna cut my grass now that you selling Mary Kay?
When I have time.
See, that's what they're afraid of. That's why ain't nobody gonna give you no coins when you're not consistent. You gotta build a consistent brand with just one thing. Become known for one thing first, and then
you have to be patient.
Yeah, you do gotta be
patient
patient
with yourself, and there's gonna be hiccups, and that's when surrounding yourself with like-minded people, honest people. You can lift each other up, because you're gonna have those ebbs and flows. Ooh, honey. I've definitely had them.
We have them. I mean, it just doesn't. I can't express it because enough in this today's society that it's such a microwave society, and people think that it's instant. They just think that they're going to start a business and get money. First of all, if money is your main motivator, I hate to tell you, you will never become successful in that thing. You will tire out first. You will get frustrated as hell first before you see enough money to take care of yourself.
Yeah. I mean, you're stunting the whole thing about when you're passionate about something and you're not going straight for the money. When you start brainstorming, your creative place is open. You come up with all these ideas, and then you start to strategize, make those ideas come to fruition. But if you're thinking about money, it's such a singular, just narrow way of thinking, you're not going to get anywhere. So that's what we mean. Well, how is that possible? Your business won't last and you won't make money. Think about money. That's how. You got to do what you love, what you're passionate about first. The money will come eventually if you're consistently doing your passion.
You got to consistently do it. You know, I like to kind of like use the analogy as like a doctor or a lawyer, right? Because I think a lot of people want to become a model, actor, a makeup artist, a photographer because we make it look easy. You know, they think that we just get made up, sit down and do a video, and then fly off to Paris after this.
I wish.
Honey, if you only knew. If you only knew how much work we really put into our brands. But anyway, what I like to see, because a lot of people are like, oh God, like those doctors and those lawyers got to go through how much schooling and how much to get. But when you look at the sacrifice they make, it's the same as us as an entrepreneur.
You sacrifice.
You
time,
sacrifice.
Friendship, hanging out, because honey, I used to be all over the place with my Kawaii tea parties, this kind of party. Now I don't, you know, I'm still doing that, but not as much because it's flourishing now. And with that, I have to spend more time. And what happens is some people don't understand that, and they become resentful, which is sad because I'm like, aren't we supposed to be supporting each other? Because hey, how am I going to pay for all these tea parties when I'm not making any money?
Because I ain't no longer working at the whatever job I was working at. Like,
I'm still employed.
Exactly. Like, they don't realize, like, how much sacrifice really goes into building a brand. It's not easy, you know? And then, and another way I like to tell people, too. When you first become a full-time entrepreneur, okay? You're spending all of your time, day and night, working to get jobs, to create jobs for yourself. You're creating jobs out of thin air, okay?
Yeah.
All of your time, this is no 40 hours clock in and then you go home. You know, all of your time, day, night, sun up, sundown, to get jobs. Then if you do it long enough, consistently enough, and lucky enough, then you start getting hired to do jobs. So now it gets a little bit more deep. Because now you got to do these jobs you was begging for, okay? And in conjunction, continue doing the same grind to get the jobs that you had to get in the first place.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of work, y'all. It ain't cute. It's not glamorous. It's a lot of work, and you have to do what you love. I love what I do.
I mean, sometimes I roll over before I even have brushed my teeth.
That's so sad. I'm the same way. I know what you're about to say. Yeah.
I'm working.
And as soon as I know, it's so sad.
And the husband be like, I need you to start taking at least 15 minutes.
I know.
And don't do any work. And it's not healthy.
It's not healthy.
You're not really getting further.
No, you don't.
You burn out mentally.
But you wake up with these ideas. I wake up with ideas, yes. Like, yeah, you're right. It's so unhealthy. I'm not the one to talk about that part. Like, we need to have a therapist or something come sit down with us and explain to us about how to get this balance in. Because I really love what I do.
Right. I do too.
You know, and like you said, it's like, oh my God, some days, like from the time I'll like fall asleep, you know, I got the 2 computers right here and the tablet and the, you know, all these different things. And it's just like, this is really pathetic. This is real pathetic.
Sometimes I laugh at you when I come home.
I know, right? She sees it.
Nigga, I would be crazy.
She gets to see behind the scenes, and by me managing her, we work so close together. Yeah. So it's like, but I love that energy though. Like, you know, you all give me a lot of energy. Like the people I work with, my team is phenomenal. They give me energy, you know, and that makes a big difference.
Vice versa.
I'm just saying. Hold on, I was looking at something here, right? What you said, she has some notes here too.
Oh, what was I talking about? I just ramble sometimes.
I know. You had self-regulation?
Oh, yeah. I was going back to some key points of what professionalism is. I mean, first thing first, people always think about appearance. Your appearance has to match whatever category you're in. So that's the first thing. It's not just what you're wearing. Some models, you're forgetting about your hair. And you're forgetting about your feet. Your fingers. The outfit is fly. The shoes are fly. You got that walk. You got the face and the pose. But your hair is not neat and done.
Mm-hmm.
Your nails are chipped. Oh, you get where I'm going.
Yes.
So literally, start from your head. Everything needs to be in order, first of all. So that's appearance. The second thing is communication, your communication skills. Now, I know we have a lot of people who are shy or social anxieties and all this. I don't care if you come up with a 3-minute script for yourself and you repeat it like a robot.
Okay.
You have to open up and emote, like speak up, speak clearly. You know, that's another part of being professional.
People buy you before they buy your brand.
They do.
It's true.
They do. It's like, okay, if you're muddling,
Mm-hmm.
not making eye contact, you're not going to be able to sell the product.
Yeah.
Because you're selling to the masses. And the first thing they look at is eye contact and or speak clearly and all these things like that. And the other thing is specializing whatever that is. Like you need to research.
That's our favorite word.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah.
No, it's so important.
Mm-hmm.
I just get like, when people call me, first of all, okay, I'm going to say like on a more personal note, when people call me or inbox me and say, I want to model for you. Did you just see a model on my page and decide to inbox me? Did you research my company to see what we do?
Okay, you want to model. First of all, if I wanted to model for you, I'm not just going to send you that one sentence.
And that's a lot. Can I be one of your models? First of all, I manage 2 models. Second of all, the rest of the people are paid clients. They're either models who are coming to YBLimited to expand their careers.
Right.
So they're investing in themselves by getting a portfolio and headshots and professional makeup to go on casting calls and video. You know,
are you picking up the key points? He's telling you exactly what you need to have in your email if you're making an inquiry to being a model.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that goes back to self-regulation.
Mm-hmm.
It all ties into what we were talking about earlier. Being aware of what you're putting on your social media, being aware of how you are, portraying yourself at these parties or at on set, at auditions. You have to self-regulate. You have to analyze yourself. I analyze myself so much, it's ridiculous. Mm-hmm. I'm not satisfied with what I'm given. I'm always tweaking and working on it because, I'm not going to get any better. I'll never be the best. I can just try to be the best that I can be, but the only way to do that is consistently look at myself, not necessarily comparing myself to other models, but to the industry standards. I guess exactly.
But you care about the quality.
I do.
And a lot of people I'm noticing don't care about quality. They're just like, oh, I'm a makeup artist. Let me just do someone's makeup, take a picture, and put it on my Instagram. And not paying attention to the angles and the lighting and the background and the everything.
Toilet seat pictures. Stop.
No, I'm going to tell you which ones I hate. I'm going to tell you something I really hate.
What?
Okay, I was talking about this. Oh, yeah, you weren't there the other day. So I was saying what I hate so much. So, when it's a hairstylist and they want to get a picture of their work, but I guess the person doesn't have makeup on, they don't want to show their face. Mm-hmm. So they'll post a picture with the person like this, showing it. It's so distracting, y'all. It is so distracting. All I see is this. I'm not even paying attention to the hairdo.
Well, what are you going to give them suggestions? Or are you going to let them?
Don't do that. Just don't do it.
There's a way to do it.
There's a way to do it, but there's a way to take a picture of the hair without even getting the face.
Right.
You just get the angles of the hair, but if the person doesn't like, girl, I'm not gonna put you in the picture. Don't be doing all this. I didn't mean to hit you. Just that's
right.
what you gotta do. It's not. You're not exactly hitting and abusing your client.
Yeah,
just give them a little tap.
Yeah. But also, that's partly, whoever's taking the photos, that's their fault too, because I think a lot of times they get caught up in their circle of network of how things are done. They're not looking at other cities. They're not looking at other cultures as far as like the fashion industry and modeling industry. You should be comparing yourself to the outside, not just what's going on in your city.
Please don't.
Make sure you're able to compete, because there's a certain look for each city. So you should have something to represent all that.
Don't just do this city. If you're in this city, don't just look at this city.
I mean, that's fine if that's where you want to be, but you're not going to get that far.
You're not, because you're going to look like everything and everybody else. Mm-hmm. You're not going to stand out.
Atlanta does have a certain look. I am from Georgia, and I can say it.
Yes. I see Mike Roberts tuned in. Do you see what's back here, Mike? Yes. Bonaire magazine, Bonaire fashion magazine. So yeah, I have another thing I wanted to bring up, right? No tea, no shade, just truth. Okay? Let me adjust one. Okay, because professionalism comes from us, right? It's the entrepreneur as well as our clients, right? And so because I am a business owner, or just because of the way I was raised, I don't even know. But I'm really sensitive about other people's, time and what it takes for someone to do something, For instance, I seen a post the other day. I need to show these cupcakes too. But a friend of mine named Shay, I saw this post and the cupcakes look good, right? And I went straight to her and I inboxed her and I was like, how can I get them cupcakes? How can I get them? How long is it going to take? How much are they? So because I want to know what's your time frame, because they look good. So I want that. That's the cupcakes I want. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So however long it takes for you to make them and how much it costs,
you want it.
I want those cupcakes. Okay? Because that's what I was attracted to. So if she tells me she gotta stand on her head, for 10 minutes before she makes the cupcakes, or stand on her head all day and it take 24 hours, I got to stand on my head for 15 hours. Girl, stand on your head for 15 hours and I'll get them tomorrow. So whatever it takes for you to get that, that's what I want. Mm-hmm. So I, demand that people respect my time, respect my craft, the knowledge and the research that we put in, the years of experience that we put in. This is what we're charging for. Okay, I'm not charging just to be an ass. Like, I'm charging because I know this is my worth. I know this is the worth of my company. We're not giving out garbage. We do care about the quality we put out. And in addition to that, what a lot of people don't understand, and I am chalking this up just to, a lot of times I'm going to give a pass to ignorance. A lot of people don't understand when it comes to rescheduling and cancellations. This is not to be mean, but it actually costs us money. So that's why we do non-refundable deposits.
Right. Because if you think about it, if you cancel, like if you already booked your time, that means I'm not booking another client for that time. And you cancel, and I probably could have had that client or more in my pocket. I just lost out.
And I'm not happy.
No, especially when you're full-time.
Exactly. So cancellations cost me money most of the time.
Yeah. So a lot of people do ask us about the non-refundable, and that's why.
To protect our time.
Yeah.
And to protect, because even with the non-refundable deposit, say if you pay a deposit today for Saturday, and you don't show up and you lose that deposit, I'm also losing out more than you lost that deposit, because I've lost what you was going to pay me that day. Or someone else who might have wanted to pay me for a bigger job that I turned down because I was obligated to you. Right. Because as a professional, I ain't trying to get sued.
No.
I'm just saying. So I'm going to be there when you pay a deposit. Right. I'm going to honor my time with you.
And it's difficult, to reschedule because, again, we're both full-time. We're every day, all day, getting calls and putting it on our calendar. And now we got to find a space here, space there. I mean, look, for me, not only am I teaching, I teach several different classes, modeling, posing, consulting, and I'm getting booked for jobs. So that's why it's so difficult to fit you in again, it could be another month or two before I'm able to get you in. Traveling, it's not. We're not trying to like take your money. It's like it's not refundable. No, that's not it.
It's to protect us.
This is why.
Yeah, because we've been burnt so many times. I'll be honest with you. I've been burnt more by family and friends than anybody.
I've just been burnt in general because until I was with you, I never accepted deposits before. You know, you just paid me then and there. I can't tell you how many times I lost out.
Oh, it's countless for me. When my first, when I first started YBLimited and got into business, oh my God, just going on like the word and the handshake, and I'll be there on Saturday. You know, I'll see you there. I'm so excited. I lost out on so much money. Like so much money. It put me behind on bills because I was budgeting money that wasn't there.
Right.
I learned so many bad lessons. So it's like it is so important for a professional to get a deposit, and that's why we have to make it non-refundable, because rules and regulations are only there because somebody done screwed it up for you. You know what I'm saying? And so we learn the hard way, and then we have to put them in place. You know?
Exactly.
I mean, unfortunately, fortunately, like
this, how it goes.
It's just how it is.
Yeah.
You know? It was something else I wanted to go into with that. When people call you, like, I know people will call me like, hey, I want to do lunch with you. Okay, what you want to do lunch about? You know, I want to kind of talk to you about, like, I'm thinking about getting, to the modeling industry, or I'm thinking about getting into this and getting to that, and I just want to pick your brain.
That right there is a no-no. Because now you're asking for all my expertise of 10 plus years in one lunch, and that's impossible. It's impossible. We would literally have to chop it up, God knows, depending on what you want to know, a couple of days, a couple of hours. But that's not fair to me, and it's not fair to my clients who are paying for these classes to understand how to start, in the fashion industry. What it takes to be a model, what do you need, all these things, and then you're asking for it for free?
For free, and a shortcut. Yeah.
And
yeah. Like, this is years of the hard lessons that we were just talking about. Years of hard lessons. You want it for free. I paid for them.
And
I still pay for them. Right now.
Right?
Yeah.
I didn't go that far, but I used to give a lot of information away because I want to see people succeed.
Me too.
I honestly want to see people succeed because there is enough room for all of us. There's enough money for all of us, but at the same time, you're taking advantage of me. No more of that.
No more of that. So that's where the whole consultation fee comes in.
Yeah.
That's to protect our time again, because now you want me to take away from my office hours or another client to have lunch with you, to share with you my hard knock life as a business owner and give you a shortcut and an easy pass. So it's taken away from my office hours. I'm traveling there. I'm traveling back. I think about all this. As a business owner, you think about every last thing. You like, okay, I've got to use the bathroom. That's going to take about, you know what I'm saying? I got to wash my hands. That's going to take about, you think about all your time. I know I do. So it's like, okay, you got to understand that we're not out to get your money. We're just not, it's like this is what we do for a living. Even though we have fun doing what we do, trust me.
We still got to eat.
Got to eat.
And I want a nice life. I don't need all this extra stuff, but I want a nice, comfy life. And I can't do that giving away everything I know for free. And neither can you.
Oh, no.
I don't know any business that does that. I don't know do people really go to other businesses and ask them that? I feel like it's only the fashion and modeling industry. I could be wrong, but
tune in, because we're not just talking about the fashion and beauty industry.
I don't know, tell me.
Because, this is my favorite from a lot of the reality stars. That's why you don't see me doing reality stars. I'm going to shout you out on my Instagram. No, girl, listen, because I can't go and call Georgia Power tomorrow morning and say, girl, I ain't got your money, but go on Instagram and check out such and such, You watch Love and Hip Hop, right? I did her makeup. They could be like, child, well, you ain't gonna be watching Love and Hip Hop from that house because you won't have no electric.
Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't help us.
It doesn't help us. It does nothing. Shay says hi and she sends her love.
Hey.
Tell Shay I said hello and tell her thank you for such a beautiful magazine. We are honored to be inside this magazine.
Yeah.
You know,
it definitely pops.
It pops. It's great, great color, great concept, very great quality. Prints very well, y'all. You did a very good job with your print. See, this is quality, y'all. This is quality. This is what quality looks like.
Sharp, nothing blurred,
photos
not pixelated.
And YBLimited shot the cover. Yes, we shot the cover. All inclusive, baby. Shot it in Roses, right downstairs. Actually, you know, my favorite place. They could tell you what I like to eat over there. Tell all my tea. Yeah. Hey, Kimberly Scott.
Hey.
We talked about you the other day in the meeting in Our Children's Story. Thank you so much for bringing so much to Our Children's Story. So we really appreciate you. Is there anything else we need to talk about today?
No, I think that pretty much covers it.
Yeah, I think y'all got a lot from us. I mean, listen, make sure you share this. Please set your alerts so you can know when we go live because I don't want you to be limited.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and subscribe to Cairo's Clock and Flow on YouTube.
Please.
And YBLimited on YouTube.
Please subscribe because, listen, this is how we bring you great content. This is how we know what you want.
Right.
You know,
let us know.
Yeah, and we really love you. We really appreciate everything. We would not be anything. We wouldn't be where we're at.
Right.
Can't.
You all.
We can't do it without you.
Wow.
Okay? So, until next time, always remember to ask yourself, why be limited? Mwah!